Okay, I'm going to close EGR and Shadow Protect because I don't have any questions on the screen. That's fine. Let me go and dismount this image here because whenever you want to back something up, it can't be mounted. When I say backup, I mean online backup. Pardon me there. So image stream is a product we built to upload the very large images to the cloud. And I launched this, and after I'm logged in, I just basically set up an online backup. And I have my F drive selected where my images are located. And after that, I can just hit next and set my scheduled time. And I hit finish. That's pretty much it for setting it up. And this will run down here, and it'll actually display any new files that were found in that folder that hadn't previously backed up. Additionally, if you had any other folders or files you want to back up, you would just select them in that same wizard and just go from there. So this is transferring very small incrementals. Additionally, we have the restore wizard, and this is where you can restore large folders based on date. And once I go in here, you'll see that I should have multiple systems where I have files backed up on the C drive. It could be folder and file backup, flat file backup. It could be images, and I can just go there and pull those that I might need. So we'll just pick a file here. Also, from this view, I can also right-click and delete from server. And it already has a default location. So if you're just looking to get the file back and you don't care about any organization, then you don't check this box. However, if you do want the original organization of a file where it shows the folders and you got to open the folders to get to it, you would leave this box checked here. You probably want to do the new location and choose the root of a hard drive because with Windows having a file name limit and number of characters, you don't want to recover any of your files with original path to any folders too deep. So I'd recommend restoring something to another drive, possibly, or the root of a hard drive, include original path, and when it restores, it's going to give us the name of the system and then all the folders from the original path. I'll show you that here in a second. When we are doing a restore, keep in mind it's not the same as just downloading a file from the internet. The files are encrypted and compressed, so when they're being pulled down, we do transfer them over SSL, and then we do decrypt them and decompress them. That's some extra steps that have to happen, being that we are a third-party vendor. So I'm opening this folder. It's actually open up the F drive, and you'll notice once I scroll all the way down here that we should have a folder. There we go. This is the name of the system, of the computer, and then this is the original path, F drive, and there's the file. So if you were to back it up like something in your My Documents folder, you'd see that the computer name, you'd see the C drive, users, username file, desktop, or My Documents, whatever. It would show that. So that's pretty much on the back of a software client. and then of course we have some more options. For instance, we have things like the the sharing system. So we do have a website that is SOS branded, and it's also actually fully branded for you, where your customers can go and click web login, and they'll be able to recover or share any of their folders or files to another user. And that system there, we call it the My Account system, and you're able to share or recover any folder or file up to 500 megabytes. If you need to recover anything larger than 500 megabytes, you need to use the software to recover that folder. This system here, you can see it does have the Acme brand on it. It doesn't say SOS. And my system's down here below. I can scroll through those. I can also go over to the recover or share button and hit browse. And see my systems, and it shows my drives on the right-hand side. So I can just pick one of my drives there. And after I click on each drive, I'm just drilling down like you normally would. And I can see I have information in here. So this file here, I can share this with somebody. It brings up a little template. I type in the name of the share. I type in the email address. I type in a little email message. Hit friend here, name, email address, and share. And then that user will get an email that has a link inside there to then download that folder or file. If it is a folder, it'll be zipped. It'll still be a link to download that zip file. And then as far as, of course, the recover option, you just click that button and you're just going to be downloading that folder or file right here. So recover, it just downloads it in Firefox and save or browse or save or open. There is some reporting up here. The reporting is done on date range or summary. So I'll do date range first. Whenever you run this report, keep in mind it just has to run a query, possibly sometimes on different backup servers. So to get the information, collect it, and then display it on the screen. So this takes some time. It means you have a lot of data backed up, but it will display. Here we go. So this is showing backup dates, machine names, and how much was backed up on that date. And I can, of course, look at more information by changing this items per page. Additionally, there's another report option here that says machine backup details. So this just gives me the machine name, total use space for each machine, and last backup date. Manage shares, that's where you would go to undo or unshare any files you've shared previously. And also we have, change password, cancel account upgrade. These options can be hidden, or you can specify what you like. And then I'm done with that system. Go over to the partner dashboard. This is where you would log in here. Is your main dashboard for us as a partner. And to create a new account, user account for customer, you can click Add User. Down here is where you would actually assign licenses to that user account you just created. This Download SOS button here, this downloads the ServerSave installer. Guys, I just found out from Shaylin that this is a webinar for direct, so pardon me about that. This is more stuff if you're a partner. So I'm actually going to stop showing that information right now. So Shaylin, how would you like to proceed from right now?
So you've gone through image creator and you've gone through EGR, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've gone through image stream.
Yes. And the My Account system, which they use for recovering your sharing files.
I think this is a really good time to start wrapping it up about features and see if anyone has any really specific questions for John, because he is ultimately the expert on SOS ServerSave, on how to get started. If it's any questions about your infrastructure and how this works with what you need to do, John is the guy to ask. So please send those questions our way. I want to make sure that you guys get the most out of this that you possibly can.
Again, we are looking for questions. We can see that we do have, mostly everybody being attentive. We do have some people that they're not paying attention to the screen. So we are done with kind of possibly the boring demo if it was. Sorry about that. But if you have some questions, now's the time. Any concerns you may have, right now's the time to get those simple questions, difficult questions, stupid questions. They're all good.
Again, we're not seeing any questions come through, so, oh, one question.
Can I get a contact to use for questions later? So if you already have a sales rep that's emailed you previously, you want to definitely reply to that email or call them directly. So you can call our sales line toll free. I'll type in that number here. Toll free sales line.
It is 877-896-3611, and John's going to pop that in the chat here.
Yeah. And then you'd want to hit 1 for business sales if that's what comes up. Another question here: will you be adding a way to automatically remove old files? Absolutely, we are building that. We hope to have that feature sometime in next quarter. But for many years that wasn't part of our business model. When we first started out many years ago, we had a lot of government agencies sign up for us because it was so secure, and they didn't want any way possible of any files being automatically purged. whether it was us doing it or whether they were doing it, being with a setting. Because most government agencies and also law firms don't want anything deleted. They want to keep everything. So that was primary business model for a while. So now, that question you just asked about, removing files automatically, it is been, asked to us more and more, requested more and more, and so we are trying to build that for you next quarter.
We have one more question there.
That's the one we.
Oh, okay. I would just like to finish up by saying that, again, whatever your compliance regulations are, I'm very confident that SOS ServerSave will meet them for you. And I also want to mention that there's no upfront hardware costs. A lot of our competitors require you to purchase hardware from them, such as a prescribed staging server, and we don't do that. We want you to be as flexible and as cost-effective as possible, and we'll let you use whatever Microsoft-based box you want to use as a staging server. And again, all of our data centers are military-grade. Governments around the world co-locate with these and find them totally acceptable to use, as do we. We would offer you nothing less. So we definitely encourage you to get in touch with our partner specialist at 877-896-3611.
I got another question here. Currently, when I go to restore a file, it takes 15 to 20 minutes once I start SOS until I can actually select the file to restore. I have to wait while SOS is busy doing whatever it's doing. With this new software, is it going to be faster? Will it get slower when you add files? Currently backing about 1.3 million files. So, yes, definitely. The reason why when you want to restore files, it takes that long is because we have to build a catalog file in your system, and after that, it just kind of adds to it. So 1.3 million files, yes, definitely that would take some time. And 15-20 minutes is kind of standard for that many files. So you definitely need to wait for it to do that, build that configuration file or that catalog file, and then you'll be able to get your files when restored. That definitely is normal. The reason why we do that is because our software allows you to back up multiple systems. And when you want to go do a refresh or restore, we have to go and collect the information from all the systems you backed up and then show it to you in one location. So take it like this. So one computer, you've never done a backup on it before, but you hit the restore button, and it's going to collect information from all the computers you've never actually done a restore on before on that one computer. Once you do that, that catalog file will be built, and then going forward, it'll be much faster. But yeah, millions of files, it could be some time, and that's normal.
Any more questions?
And if you wanted to access some files faster with the 1 million files, the My Account system on our website, which you go web login, that'll be a lot faster for you. But if you're looking to get a particular folder based on a certain date, you'd want to use a restore wizard. Otherwise, the My Account system is pretty fast.
All right, if we don't have any more questions, then we will conclude this webinar, and the recording will be available for you later on. You'll receive a follow-up email from us tomorrow with information on how to access that.
Thank you very much for joining. Appreciate it.